everyone, and welcome back. We're back again.
Hi.
This is my lasso. I have a cat string. I'm going to corral a cat. Come on, Maui. Come on up. I have a hat for you, too. He's like, I ain't coming up here.
That's right.
So thank you guys for voting on this. And we saw the first movie, as you know. A lot of people, of course, after we see a first movie, if it's a series of movies, people want to see the second, third one, which we enjoyed the first one, so we were hoping this would win at some point. We don't always commit to a series of movies because a lot of you tell us that sometimes the second and third one are not good, but we try not to get influenced by that. But at the same time, we don't want to make you guys unhappy because sometimes if we commit to a whole series, people won't stick around to watch it. Anyways, we try to find that balance, and we are happy to be watching this one. I had to look it up because they don't tell you 1, 2, 3, 4. And on Netflix, it actually has them out of order because I guess it's going in title order. So Temple of Doom is the second one. I had to really make sure because I was like, well, it's showing The Last Crusade is the second one. It doesn't actually say to, but it's the second one in order on Netflix. So I was kind of like, okay, well, I don't think that's right. And you guys have been telling me Temple of Doom. So after Transformers, I wanted to make sure I didn't make that same mistake.
Right. And Last Crusade, so I would say that would be the last.
Yeah, I would be like, that's it.
That's it.
So I'm assuming Last Crusade is like, of course, the third movie, and maybe they skipped a few years, and then that's when they made a newer movie, because I know there's a new one out there. So I wonder if the same characters are going to be in it. I wonder if his girlfriend, because they did get together at the end, right? But I don't know if he's going to be like, not that I've seen 007, but I know he always gets a new girlfriend all the time. So I don't know if it's going to be the same girl. I hope it is.
He's so adventurous.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Oh, he's so adventurous. I love Harrison Ford so much. He's so great. He really is.
He is. Really
and I love John Williams. The music is beautiful. Star Wars. He does a lot of different music, and just love that. And Steven Spielberg, we love that director. He's amazing.
Great adventure.
Absolutely.
Fun. It was really fun.
Absolutely. So shall we get into it, ladies, while I try to get Maui up here?
Yes.
He's like, never. He is pulling the string, though, which is nice. Ah, there he is.
Oh.
He has a plan.
That's right. Yeah.
Ooh, the laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, you just drank something.
Throw it at him.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa!
Skewer.
Spear!
Oh. Whoa.
Ow!
Oh, shot the girl?
How long does he have?
Oh my God.
Diamond antidote. Oh, you have that, though.
No, go give it to the guy. I mean, it's humanity.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
No time for love. We got company.
Hurry up, get in there.
Ha ha ha.
Okay.
I see your name. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Ah.
When someone's walking by you,
I love that.
Yeah, right?
Oh, they're going to push you.
You don't
They're taking
off. Notice them going by you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah.
Why are you pointing?
She's pointing.
It's gonna hold. That's our parachute. They're gonna inflate it last second. Okay.
Oh God, look at that.
That's fun.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
That wasn't so bad.
Watch out.
Oh, watch it. I haven't
Oh
finished it.
crap.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we fell once
Wasn't so
before,
bad.
and it hasn't flipped over.
We saw you come out of the plane, go down the mountain.
Yeah.
So they worship.
You must be a god.
Yeah.
To find Shivalinga and bring back to us.
Oh, look at these guys. That's cute. Yeah, look at how it's that's cute.
Murray's family were killed when the Japanese bombed Shanghai. He's been living on the streets since he was 4.
Oh my God.
That scared me.
Oh, it scared me too.
Dr. Jones, I'd be safe for sleeping with this.
Cut it out.
Oh, she got
Good job, though.
But it is not. This is fake.
Is it a kid? I gotta think you're whole plan there.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Whoa, look at that food.
Ew. There's babies or something. Ew, there are. Oh.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have anything simple, like soup?
Eyeballs.
Oh, watch
Eyeballs.
something simple. I bet you know.
Guts. Eyeballs.
I bet you know.
Yeah, I was so right. I'm like, what could be
I
really
had
gross?
a feeling. I had a
It's
feeling.
something where we would notice right away.
Oh, dessert. Oh, God.
Are you kidding me? Making it that
Oh, what the
crazy?
heck?
Were they having brains? Ew. It's like sherbet.
Yes.
I don't blame her.
Copperfield. Sorry. That's
Why-
much. I bet I'm right.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And don't touch anything.
Don't touch anything. Stay behind him.
Like this?
Yep.
Yeah, see? Reminds you of your father.
Ooh.
She doesn't want
Now
to
you
touch
have
the
to
boobs.
touch the boobs?
There's something on
Didn't
the
she?
ground.
Ooh, it's gonna be
Oh
bugs or
boy.
spiders or something
Yeah,
gross.
probably.
Unfortunately.
Are they moving?
Oh, yeah, some cockroaches, these
They're
cockroaches,
so
yeah.
good,
Oh, centipedes.
Centipede.
Stand up against the wall, will you?
Oh no, don't stand. There's a button on the wall.
Oh boy.
Get away from it.
Oh,
no, that's not
scary.
come down. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh my God, look at
Well, hopefully you won't get crushed going between the spikes.
Oh, don't. Good thing she doesn't have a light.
Oh my broken.
Tell her.
Whoa. God.
It's like fear factor. What kind of bugs are those?
Get it. Oh.
Come on. Ooh.
He loves you.
Ooh, he's
Warm
scary.
and fuzzy.
It's a cool statue. Oh God, even the little head, the voodoo head. Oh, he's there?
Oh.
Get burned
She
alive.
should be one of the worshippers that are the
Oh,
sacrifice if
jeez.
they want to do it.
Oh, don't. Oh no!
Oh,
Don't
take
do
your
that.
heart.
Oh, yeah. I have,
Ew, he's going
Oh, he's
in
going
his cell?
right in it.
Oh, go with the heart.
oh my God! Oh God!
Oh, yep.
Oh God!
And crush. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hi there. Now take your eyes out.
When the arms, I missed the arms. Ew, you see all the arms severed?
oh.
Screaming.
Jesus, oh
my God.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, jeez!
Yeah, at the same
Oh,
time.
wow!
Ew, what's in there?
Ooh.
Oh, that's the blood? The blood's in that.
No. No, thank you.
Oh,
No,
no, no.
Oh, gross.
Don't swallow
it.
Oh no, it's her.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, look at. Oh, he's so sick. Oh God.
Oh,
He'll know that. Hey. What is that?
that was the antidote. Thanks
Oh
for
my
giving
God.
the antidote again. She's got one hell of a scream,
She
doesn't she?
does. She dies a princess. He got so far.
Oh, he hits
oh.
him.
Oh.
It's gotta be awfully hot.
Oh.
I love you.
Oh.
Oh.
No, that will come out,
snapping out of
really.
it. He's snapping out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Good.
Da-da-da.
Yeah, good for yay.
That was great. Oh.
Oh, she slapped him again.
Guys, get out of here. Good.
Oh,
Sunburn. You're my best friend too.
oh sure. Oh, he's so cute.
Aw.
Oh, look at him. Oh. Oh, look
Great
at him.
woman you are. Motherly instincts kick in. Go, kid. Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Nice ramp.
This is a bad shot anyways. He's
my
like shooting
God.
his gun before he aims. Oh no, not the red tunnel.
No.
Oh, no.
Disney ride, woo! Oh!
Whoa.
Whoa, wait.
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
That was good.
Oh goodness, he just jumps right
Oh
in.
god, with a knife trying to make. Ooh!
Oh no.
Ooh! Ooh!
Hook.
Finally!
Good girl.
Finally.
Oh.
She got
Oh, flew over that body. Ooh, scary bridge. Holy
Oh,
crap.
no.
Who made this? Don't jump. Stop it, kid.
Oh, good. Don't,
See?
I was gonna say, don't keep doing it. Whoa.
Crocodiles.
Oh,
in there.
yeah.
Oh, no, naturally.
I love how they're so in sync. Oh, my whip. That was great.
He's like, I'm out of here.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's like, what scared him?
Oh,
my
no.
gosh. Like a, whoa.
Oh, great. Well, you know what? They're
Oh,
probably
no.
safer that way.
Okay, tie your leg up.
Yeah, like that. Tie on.
We're going for
Tie
a ride.
on. Yeah.
I'd be like wrapping
Is
up
she
too.
holding
There
on?
you
Is
go.
she
There
holding
you go.
She tied up.
Ooh, splat, splat, splat. Crush. Yum, yum.
Oh, scraping.
Yes,
you.
sir.
They're like,
Good
ah,
meals.
payday.
Ooh, cover the
Come here,
heart.
heart.
Oh,
Come
no,
here,
no,
heart.
no,
You do that
no,
anytime?
No,
No.
God, that guy.
No.
Oh. Oh.
No.
Huh?
Tickle, tickle.
Oh,
Oh, great.
Oh,
Give them
come
their
on.
bad shot.
oh, jeez.
Stormtroopers.
What?
Ah.
Good.
Oh.
Oh, the kids.
perfect.
That's good.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yay.
Dun, 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 dun,
The
dun.
kids
That was a
are
lot of
back.
fun.
Liked it.
I liked it more towards the end. It had a lot of
Yes.
good moments throughout, but I don't know. A lot more adventure, I think, at the end.
Yes.
Very different.
Especially in the
Yes.
mine.
Yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
So, what did you guys
God.
think of this movie?
Wow, that was a
What do you
lot of
think?
action, I'll tell you
Feel
that.
good movie. It was
Yes.
adventurous.
A feel-good movie, huh?
Yes.
Funny.
Yeah, it was.
Well, feel good as far as you know.
Easier to watch.
Fine, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
So
humorous at
it's
times.
dated 1984, so it came out, I
Yeah.
guess, a couple years after the other one.
Mhm.
And I thought it was fun, very different vibe, a horror kind of feel to it.
Definitely.
And a few fans were saying that, not that we want to be spoiled by anything, but I was just looking at some of the debates going on, and some fans didn't really care for it because I guess it was way too gory, and for this time, I'm sure it was. And it was more than the first one. I mean, people melted in the first one, but it was not till the end. So it was very dark. We were underground a lot.
They were
There was
enslaving
lava.
children
Yes.
to mine for these other two stones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those
Oh,
poor
yeah.
kids.
That's terrible.
That was absolutely terrible,
That
and
was.
it was about possession and this demonic cult ripping someone's
Yes.
heart out,
And so
burning
sick.
people alive.
Yeah.
and just like again from the first one, you have all these props of like these skeletons, and their eyeballs are still intact,
No, I
and so
get-
it's just a little more freaky. And the statues, just everything looks so aggressive with the the teeth and the
Oh, yeah.
evil
They even
eyes.
possessed
So
the Maharajan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I'm glad he ended up being good at the end, because I was like, oh, that
Yes.
sucks that
Yes.
everyone's just evil in this. And
Yes.
I didn't want the kids fighting at the end, and I was kind of like, yeah, go short, but come to find out he was possessed or whatever, like Indy was. So
That's right. Yeah.
I'm glad it's simple, like burn, boop, okay, you're back to normal. Oh God,
Back to
okay.
there, yeah.
I was like, how are they going to bring Indy back from this?
Oh,
This
I
is
didn't think so.
insane. How are they going to do it? I was like, okay, well, he's going to have to drink blood of an innocent person or something to be like,
my
all right,
God,
going to
yes.
equal that out somehow, or bleed him out a little bit just to get rid of the curse inside of him, or however it works. But I'm glad that worked.
Yeah, that's right.
And how cute
Yeah.
was that kid?
Oh, he
Oh,
was
he was
adorable.
short,
That's
round,
what I
he
mean by
was
feel
so
good. He
cute.
just,
Oh,
you're my
my
best
God.
friend. That
Awesome.
was really good. It was
Yeah.
true love.
It sure
Indy
was.
loved
Oh,
him so much,
it was so
and
cute.
he grew to love Willie.
Yes.
I'm curious what you all think about that kid too. We doesn't say that kid, but Short, because I really liked him as a character. He was so freaking adorable in that role, and I know that's why they had him on
definitely,
here.
all
So
did.
I'm sure more people can get into
How
the movie.
brave.
Yeah,
You know,
my
you can
God,
probably
he
get some
was-
kids, although I don't know if kids should be watching this at this
Oh, yeah.
time. But it was great having him in there, and I was thinking of
Oh,
the
he
child
was
the
so-
whole time, how he always goes off with the child on Mandalorian. But
Yeah.
he was really good, and he was a bigger help than Willie was. She was better at the
Oh
end.
my goodness, she kept complaining and things. And
Yeah. So
not
I
doing
really,
anything.
I really enjoyed Short a lot. He was really great, and I'm
Yes,
glad that
good.
he had such a friendship with Indy. That was very
Yes,
nice
me
to see
too.
that.
Very nice.
I think it was great. I see him adopting him at some point,
I think so
and
too.
him becoming an archaeologist, at least an adventurer of some
Yes.
sort.
Yeah.
That's for
I
sure.
hope
After
so.
he's been through.
Because we know there's at least another 2 movies, so I'm hoping that that carries on to the next. Because the
Wouldn't
girl
that be
from the
great?
first
That
one
would
wasn't
be
in this
good.
He
one.
idolizes him.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
And that'd be cool to see him like
Oh,
grow
yeah.
up or something. Like maybe the next one will be a few years after, and maybe he'll be a teenager or
Yeah,
something
that'd
at
be
that
very
point. That would be
cool. Oh,
kind of
my
fun to
gosh.
see that. And maybe Willie will be in the 3rd one. Willie will.
Hope so.
You know, maybe it's like James
Well,
Bond, like we were joking before,
who
different
knows?
girlfriend. Because I've always heard
That's
that he's always
right.
had a different girlfriend, and there's different James Bonds, and so I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. If it was
Could be.
kind
I
of
don't know. They were just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they did not mix well at all.
No,
I
no, I
couldn't
don't
see
think-
him, like that evening shot, that scene where, you know, they were going to try to, you know, get together. But
Okay,
I
yeah.
just like, I didn't see that. I mean, I knew it was eventually going to come, but I didn't think it was
Yeah.
going to be that soon. They're so opposite.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
And I
That
just
can
thought
be
he was
fun
just ignoring
sometimes.
her.
And as you said, like, I agree because I thought right away, okay, this is his love interest right from the start. And they were fighting the whole time in the beginning
Yeah.
when he was doing that trade off and she was doing her sing and dance and he pulled her over and had the fork in her, you know, fork in her. But it was showing like he was willing to threaten her life or injure her to get what he needed out of the deal. So there was problems from the start, and she was very like aggressive and just complaining to him from the beginning.
Yes,
But there
yes.
was no like sexual tension. Like, yes, there was, I guess, because they were so aggressive towards each other, and I like that sometimes with sexual tension. But again, I didn't feel that there. So I thought it was a little forward where all of a sudden she's like, "Oh my god!" and they have their own bedrooms right across from each other, and then all of a sudden sparks start flying.
Yeah.
So it was a little cheesy to me with that. I love Indy's character. I think he's so much fun. He's very
So good.
manly.
He's very
You know,
good.
plus
Yes,
he
he
has a good
is.
heart.
He is. He's just so much more than, you know, a
Yeah.
doctor, and he just is gets
Yes.
right into it. And when
Lot
he
of
sees
action.
a problem, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get that stone for you.
Yeah.
That's right. See that?
And he's so
Respectable.
confident too, like how he just banters back and forth with
Yeah.
her. And she actually is probably perfect for him in that way because she is so confident with herself as well. And just them going back and forth, like, "You'll be here in 5 minutes," and they're both getting tortured
That's
by
right.
waiting
Oh my
5 minutes.
God.
So I'm like, oh god, this is gonna keep going like this. But yeah, so
God.
what did you guys think of Willie? Did you like her character?
I liked her, but a lot of complaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Constantly complaining.
what do you think, Kim?
I did not care for her, to be honest with you.
Mm.
Yeah, she-
But
can-
she grew on me after a while. She
Yeah, At
finally,
the end.
she didn't complain when she got out of the pit. That was great.
Yeah.
I thought
That's right. That's
for sure
good.
she was going to complain, like, "Oh, it took you long
She
enough to
slapped
get
him,
out
right.
but that I can understand because
Yeah.
he did cuff her in there, and she trusted
Yes.
him.
Yes.
And
Oh
didn't
yeah,
really
totally,
realize what
hands
was going
down.
on.
Like,
Yes,
well, you took
definitely.
you long
But
enough.
I thought
Like,
she would
that's
just
right.
be like, I get it, she was in a bad situation there, but I thought she was going to be like, woe is me, like not even
Yeah.
focus on anyone else and worried about the kid or anything. And
Yes.
I'm glad she kind of turned around at the end, and I thought she would
Hope so.
anyways. But her character of just being this like mopey, high maintenance, like
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah.
complainer
very
all for
selfish.
everything. It was just like, holy
Yes.
crap, like so tunnel vision with herself, couldn't care less
So
about
worried
anyone
about her
else.
nails.
Well, Willie, right from the first scene, she was so selfish. She was looking for the diamond on the floor the whole time, and the antidote is needed for Indy to survive.
That's right. And she
And
was
she didn't care. She put it down her dress, and even when they were leaving, like when they left, jumping out a window, but
Yeah.
and they're finally together. I would say, here, take the antidote quick. I hate you, but here, take it. 'Cause you're
Yeah.
No.
I think that was funny too, and that was just part of her character. But how
Yeah.
every time she heard diamond or whatever, it was like so shallow. Where
that's
she was
right.
like diamonds, or getting
Yes.
respected, going into that palace first off, and being like talked to normally, and then having that outfit looking like a princess. Like it looked really good on her, but like that's
Yeah.
what she always wanted. Jumping to the whole fight scene at the end when they're escaping, and then she shoves. She tries to protect the kid at first, and then she shoves him over and goes, "Go ahead, it's your turn," and stays in the sidelines. Like, you
That's
just
right,
threw
yeah.
a kid to. I mean, like, I know, sure, it wants to fight, but I'm like, he's still a
My
little
goodness,
kid, and
that's
there's
right.
this big man that's taking out this adventurer who has been in
Yeah.
major battles
Yeah.
and stuff and in danger. So it's like, if he's not winning, why are you throwing a kid in there? But I'm like, oh,
my
God. So her
goodness,
character
yeah.
was weak to me. It
Yeah.
was fun, though. I love the romance. The whole, like, sexist thing with like girls being super girly and being a manly man. I don't mind that stuff so much if it's done correctly, because I love that kind of romance.
Yes, and
I
she
wish
was a performer.
Yeah,
and
she was a
that's all
performer.
That's
she
right,
knew.
she was.
Yeah, so it wasn't like even his girlfriend, the one before that in the first movie, like she was tougher and stuff. So it's not like
Yeah,
they're
oh, yeah.
labeling all
Yeah.
girls like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
but
Right.
she was that typical major label of like, oh, I broke a nail, like immediately,
That's right.
not helping them. So the
That was
humor's there
so-
too, I know. So I'm sure a lot of people found that funny, especially during that time.
Definitely.
Definitely.
One
It was
thing,
funny.
one thing I really did notice in this, because it is Steven Spielberg, we have John Williams, but it reminded me a lot of Hook. And I don't know, the
Yeah,
ending
yes,
with
it did,
everyone
yeah.
surrounding and just
And the
fighting
kids,
together.
That's right,
and
the kids, yeah.
I don't know, just the music, the sets, the props they had really reminded me of Hook. Hook came out
Yeah.
after this did, so influenced by this. But you can see Steven Spielberg's style coming through, At least I did. I saw
Yeah,
that with
yeah.
Hook. So I was like, oh, cool. Do you have any big scenes that really stood out to you guys?
Well, with all the bugs, when Willie had to go try to free them from the trap that was coming down, the great big pointy things
Oh,
coming
yes.
down like that, and she had to go through that.
That
Oh,
was a
the
good
whole-
I gotta
whatever
say,
it was.
I love like the temples and stuff, Temple of Doom, where
the
you have all
bugs.
these secret like passageways and you don't know what to expect and everything's a mystery. Like I love that kind of adventure, but going through that, you kind of figure,
Oh,
wow,
yes.
everywhere else is so clean. It's an older movie, but I'm like, where are all the bugs? And they're all congregating right here. They are. But how gross! You hear the crunching. Like I love the
And
sound
then they were
effects in
crawling up her
this.
back and up her.
To really
you know.
feel
Oh,
grossed
yeah,
out.
that big guy.
Even them eating
Oh.
dinner. Oh God! Like how
Oh,
gross
the
can we
eating
make
dinner,
this? And
that was
Yeah,
really,
that was pretty
that
over
was
the top.
really
yeah, every culture's different, and I try to respect
Yes.
that, because we are naive in our own way with what we have here. But when
Yes.
it comes to like slimy snakes, and they have like these beautiful plates, and everything's just like nicely placed out on the tables, and then they're just like throwing or having these snakes, cutting open a snake and having it like slime all over the place. Like, oh, this is normal. I feel like that was, of course, overkill, just to be like, oh, it's different and so gross, but you gotta play it
And then have a big
cool and
bite.
respect what they do.
Slurping their guts.
Yeah, just
Oh.
like eating it like that. I'm like, what do you even need utensils for? And then the monkey brains at the end. This is dessert.
Oh,
And
that
some
was-
cultures do eat monkey brains,
Yes,
but I don't
yes,
know
they do.
if they just have the head on display like that, because I'm like, ooh, God. Some people are like, well, you got to know what you're eating, but I'm like, I don't want to see a head of whatever I'm eating. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, it does.
But it was comical that way, too. It was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
that's
to
what
see.
it
Yeah, it was.
God.
I like the mine scene before they went on the carts and they were being chased by the other guys. I
Yeah.
love that whole mine scene where they
Oh,
were
my God.
just trying to get formed together and get in the cart when
That was
before
fun.
it got the Maharajan, and that was a great scene. I loved it. Great.
I have to agree with that, because I liked the movie, but that was my favorite, because that's when it started really picking up. And even though the darkness or the horror vibe was fun or good, it was different and interesting, it wasn't my favorite. So once it picked up at the end and it got a little bit more positive and the kids were able to, rally up and work together, once they saw hope with Indy and that one other kid, Shorty, when he was
Yeah.
able to help out, and they were like, yeah, cool. So that's when it really picked up for
That's
me.
good, yeah.
But a scene that really stood out to me was the whole pulling out the heart thing, because I was like,
Oh, that
how
was
gross can we make this?
yes.
And I get it's like a demonic culture or whatever, and they're worshiping this god, and the main guy, when he's like chanting and he's doing this whole ritual, and then he's able to, like, you can see his hand shaking like he's getting super strong, and then he goes through, gets the heart, and holds it. So I thought that would have to be what takes place in order to be able to do that. But then out in the open, when he's trying to get Indy, oh, I have this power, I'm going to do it because I'm here. So I thought that was a little overkill too.
Right,
So I was
yeah.
like, really? Like, so maybe he did have that, and it was scary at the time, but I'm just like, you know, I would want more build up there. And he was doing the chant though, but I felt like he would only be able to do that at a specific time. At least that's what I was feeling
Right,
when
during
he
your
first did it.
ceremony.
And he didn't have to do it to Willie. So that was weird.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
I thought he was
Beautiful
going to do
girl.
it
I
to
was
Willie.
pleasantly
Yeah.
surprised
Survived.
he didn't do it to her because she survived. But
Because even if he did do it and then she didn't get burned, maybe he could be like, here you go, or and you could threaten him and
Oh
be
my
like, put
God.
it back in her. But even like when he ripped the heart out of that one guy, he healed right afterwards. So that was odd too. So what
Yeah,
was
that
the
was.
purpose of holding the heart and then having that guy burn, to have the heart burn separately? I think it was just to show us the disconnect of magic or something, where you were
that's really
messing with something that
Yeah.
isn't part of our
higher
world
power
or
or
something.
something.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know, just to hold the heart and have it burn anyways and be like, look, he's still alive and he healed and I have his heart, and then he doesn't burn
Yeah.
holding the heart. So very interesting.
That was,
very,
yes.
I'm wondering if anyone's
Yeah.
going to go down to that Crocodile River and try to get those other 2 stones.
Good
Yeah.
luck to that.
I'm glad he was able to bring the other one back. That was
Yes.
good for the village
Yes.
because they needed that stone.
Yes, they
And it
did.
has the 3 lines. So I like how they told us that, and then you can visually really see the lines coming
Yeah.
through. And he was able to grab that one before the other 2 went. So Indy did this whole like chant too to get rid of him. And I know he is very smart. He's a professor, a doctor, speak multiple languages. Then he was possessed, so he was able to do
Yeah.
that chant. So maybe he got it from that. And he knows the history of these stones because he was talking about it in the beginning.
Yeah.
Yes.
So for him to know all this, it was kind of cool. And he's doing that chant, and they started glowing. But they're close together too. That's what makes them glow. But then they caught on fire. They got hot and then fell. So
Yeah.
that was kind of neat how he knew exactly what to do there. He was desperate to survive, and he's like, well, he can't get these stones. So,
That's
but
right.
it was good he was able to keep that last one.
That's
and bring
good.
It was. I think. Well, the other guy had pulled out that last ditch effort to try to get his heart out. So he's like, okay, I'm going to pull all the other stops out. I'm going to say
Yeah,
this.
so maybe
That's right, yeah.
Say this.
maybe that's why it took
Once
so
a-
long too, because Indy's strong to hold on to him, but maybe because he's not doing that ritual that it's harder to not be able to just go,
Right.
whoop, we got it, because he got the other guy's heart so quick. But so that whole idea was fun. Like, it was very energized, and just all those people shooting the bows and arrows, like just
Oh,
the
God.
arrows, like
Wow.
they
Like,
you
what
just,
else is going
What
to
else is
happen?
that?
I
Yeah.
love that. I couldn't help but laugh because you just see them all hit. You see like 1 or 2, and then you would see like 50, like someone just threw 50 at him. And I swear to God, the second time that happened, it could have been a broken arrow that bounced off Indy, but it looked like an arrow actually hit him, like a full arrow, and bounced off. So that's what
Oh my
killed
God.
me. So I want to go back and watch. I'm sure you guys will let us know. We might go back and rewatch
Oh my
that
God,
part
yeah.
too. But
I have to
all
see
in
that.
all, it's dated. I thought it was fun. I love the freaking sets of Indiana Jones. Like, that's always great. So detailed, and you can tell they're props, but they're so well done. And I don't know, like, you can see like they're dirty. They're not super clean. I love the feeling. And then again, the special effects were always great because you always felt creeped out. You always heard the insects, anything
Oh,
crushing, or
definitely,
just
yeah.
the gore of people and flesh. You could just hear like the sliminess. Ugh.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Man. So, favorite character, guys. And go.
I
Shorty.
like Short Round. Yes, Shorty.
He
I
just
love Indy.
It was adorable.
good acting. I did like the acting in this. Of course, it's
Yes.
theatrical and stuff. But Indy definitely is my favorite. I love Harrison Ford, but I want to say that Short was definitely my favorite.
Mhm.
Second,
too.
yeah, he was so cute, and his
Oh,
big
he was
eyes, like
adorable.
he
He's
was
so
like his voice, and I know that was stereotyping too because of his accent, and but he was a smart kid, and he, like, his eyes were just like so big and cute. I just loved how
Yeah,
innocent
yeah.
he was. You
He
know.
was. He was
so
adorable.
cute. Oh,
I
my
really hope they
gosh.
stay together for the 3rd movie. I
I
hope it's
hope
not
so.
like
I do
a
Yes, I do
too.
too. My goodness.
Yeah. I
Definitely.
do love things above ground more. I mean, okay, I do like the temple scenes, but when it gets too dark, it was just like shadowy red colors. It was just evil all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't, over time, like, I just wanted fresh air. So I think I like the ending too for that too, because then you're out in the
No, it's
open
good.
and blue skies. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then that bridge.
Imagine how those kids felt.
Yeah. my
I love how
gosh.
everything takes a while too, where they're on the bridge, and I was slow for a moment because I'm like, why is he like leading the girl and kid out with Indy, you know? And I'm like, oh, it's probably because he doesn't want him to cut the actual ropes. But
Uh-huh.
at the same time, like, why is he walking all the way out just assuming he's not going to
That's
do
right.
it? Because then he's like this the whole time. Like, you don't know, so you're risking yourself too. I mean, he has to use his weapon to be like, hey, but he could just push him out a little bit because you can't really, you know, I mean, you have more leverage, I guess, if you're closer to the edge, so you can run back and grab it. But I would think because of the slope, if you cut it, gravity would take over, and you know she's not really agile anyway, so she probably wouldn't
That's
be able
right,
to grab.
that's for
So
sure.
if I was
Yeah.
him, I wouldn't have gone out. I would have just had like a spike or like some kind of spear and been like, hey. Or how would my men that was with me go out with them?
Right, you
Not
had so
him
many
himself.
guys behind you.
But
Have
then
them
it
do it.
was a cool action scene after that. So.
That's
So
right.
one thing I get confused about are alligators and crocodiles, because for some reason crocodiles, I always saw them as the bigger with wider snouts, and I think those are
Oh, I thought the
alligators.
crocodiles were. Yeah, they
Thinner.
did look like alligators. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
those.
thought
did.
crocs were thinner. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've always gotten them confused. So
I did too, but I think these were alligators. I, was
Alligators.
just
I
saying
think
They
they're
look like
alligators.
alligators.
Yeah, because I always thought alligators had the thin snouts and they were smaller.
Yes.
But no, these are alligators. I always assumed these were crocodiles because I think Africa. I'm like, don't they have crocodiles? Don't they look like this? But I don't know. I'm sure you guys will let us know that too.
Yes,
Because
I
you guys
think
are awesome
they're
that way.
alligators.
Yeah.
So very good movie. I'm sure we'll be watching the third one soon. We do have a poll every week on our Patreon on Mondays. So if you guys want to check that out, that helps us out a lot financially. So what do you guys think? Yay, nay?
That's good.
Very
Yes,
good. Very good. It was good.
A lot of action.
So did you
That's
guys
for
like
sure.
the first one better or this one better?
I actually like this one better.
Yeah?
They have more action.
What do you
Which
think,
one
Mom?
did you
I
like,
liked
Mom?
it too. Yeah, I liked it too.
I like
second
the
one.
first one better. So it's interesting. I love that. Yeah.
Because a lot of children, I wanted to make sure they were all safe at the
Oh,
end.
that's good. Yeah. I know once you always like, because you're such a good mom, like you always have such a soft spot for kids. We all do,
Yes,
but
I
you
do.
really
Yeah.
like, you know, get like really heartfelt with that. And I love that. Yeah. So I like the first one better. And I think it was just because it didn't have that horror vibe so much. I don't know. Yeah. So this one was a close second though. I mean, like, of course, I have nothing else to compare to. So of course it's a close second. But yeah, so guys, thank you so much for requesting this. You guys can request on our YouTube, on our Patreon. We do polls on Patreon every Monday, so any support there helps us out a lot. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Until
Thank
next
you.
time.
Bye.
We need a lasso.
That's right.
Yeah.
We need.